What's up, everybody? It's Painkiller already, episode 30, and it's your boy Wings of Redemption with the usual cast of ensembles and acromats. I don't know what the fuck that word is. That's a graded word.
Acromat?
Yeah, acromats. Acromats.
Fair enough.
Hey, it's almost like my traunched word. That fool got traunched. But who do we have with us today?
You know who you have with you today.
Yeah, but the people don't.
Well, my name is Hutch, and you guys know what I do. My name's Hutch. I'm Hutch. Hello.
I
looked up
videos.
I googled acromat. An acromat is a person who cannot see color. So there you
Didn't even make up new words.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
All right, man. So in the pre-podcast, we were talking a whole lot of Black Ops. The high-level impression so far, guys?
Best Call of Duty game I've ever played.
Man,
Yeah.
if it had adequate sound, I think it'd easily be the best Call of Duty game I've ever played.
I think even without sound, it's the best Call of Duty. Well, okay, the single player, let's talk about the single player, too. The single player is the best campaign that I've ever played in Call of Duty. It was fucking epic.
You
That
finished
prison
it?
escape is awesome.
The prison escape scene is so
Don't
epic.
don't give too much away. Is that
All
the
right.
start? All I've done is like exit Cuba so far.
It's
and
the second level.
Yeah, the prison escape is really early, and it's
God,
one of the
you're such a
fucking
noob.
most
If you
epic
played
shit.
This, we can talk about it. It's
man.
awesome.
That was the first thing I did when I got the full game. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be disciplined. I know I want to play multiplayer, but I want to crank through this. It wasn't the first thing, but it was one of the first things.
Oh, I'm the opposite. To me, discipline means playing the multiplayer, and I'm depriving myself of the single player. You know, part of it is that I want to get educated in the game so that I can help my subs. Like, that's part of why I play the multiplayer. And the single player, I keep hearing how awesome it is. I keep hearing how much everyone loves it. I like the first scene. I'm kind of compelled by the story already with that guy being sort of tortured. And I just, all right, let's unlock a new gun. See
Hey,
what
to
I
say, I would have never jumped off that plane. I told them to fuck themselves.
So
You were on the plane too, dude.
Yeah.
We can't talk. We can't
like,
talk
we
about
take our
spoilers.
chances.
We
Can't talk about what?
We can't talk about spoilers. The game's been out for a couple days now. We can't.
Well, Woody don't want to know
It's
them.
for me, but can I leave?
It's all right.
Because that prison escape scene is awesome.
I'll keep the end because I'm talking about. I'll keep it very vague, okay? But the very, very end of the game, Kyle, did you finish it?
I haven't finished it yet either. I'm close.
Wings, did you
I
finish?
don't care. I'll never play it.
All right. Well, okay. When you do finish it, the very, very end of the game is pretty fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm sure someone in the live stream. I wouldn't look at the live stream chat right now because someone's gonna spoil it. But it's like it was too much. Like the very last thing that you see is like, really? Come on! Like that is ridiculous. But
I won't be looking at the live stream because those guys are assholes. They ruined Dexter for me. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, ruining the live stream. I mentioned I was watching Dexter and I was really enjoying it, and then I get like a message and they're like, free money, and it's like, so-and-so dies. It's like, what the fuck?
oh, they ruined the finale of season 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no,
That's
that is
brutal
such-
too.
Oh man,
Like the
that
subject
is-
of the message is like free money, and it's like Rita dies.
Oh
I've
my
been getting
God, that's a
literally
bummer.
like 7 to 10 messages a day about how to
Kyle,
increase the views on my YouTube channel. I get these, they're like, hey, your videos are really great, but no one's watching them. And I was ranked 5th on all of YouTube, and the guy's telling me that I'm, a loser, and that he can help me get views. It's too much spam. I should show up.
www.earnsubscribers.com.
Yeah. They like me.
I read a lot of my messages, but I mean, guess how many unread messages I have in my inbox right now?
I bet I can hang with you. I'm going to guess 5,000.
Keep going.
10,000?
Keep going.
Wow, I can't hang with you. 15,000?
Close to 15. It's like 12 or 13. And I read a lot of my messages, but I can't read them all. There's no way.
I read a lot too. I have 6,000 unread messages on my YouTube channel. I've got at least 1,000 on Huppet Gaming. I don't know how many Twitter messages I missed. And people get mad. Oh, I did that Shucks You parody. People were coming out of the woodwork saying that they gave me that idea. And it's like, no. I actually got the idea by watching Storm. Do you guys know him? You probably do. He did that Block You parody. I know people said it was the Wings.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So once I heard that Block You song, like it kind of dawned on me not too much after that. I was like, yeah, I could do it, but I could say shucks instead of the F-bomb, and it would be, in keeping with the whole channel. And that's where it came from. But I probably got half a dozen messages and then 3 or 4 comments on my channel of people saying that I used the idea they gave me without giving them credit. And it's like,
nice.
Back off, man. It's not how it happened.
Okay, so getting back to Black Ops, I want to make a really bold statement right now, and I want to ask you guys if you agree with me or not. I don't think that there's going to be, how it took maybe a month or two before Modern Warfare 2 really showed its true colors with certain things being overpowered.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything in this game, equipment, perks, weapons, secondaries. I don't think there's anything in this game that's going to be recognized as the universal best thing in the game. Like, I was wrong about...
I've been trying to think of something that would be like that, and I haven't been able to because I was like, somebody could run around with marathon lightweight RPGs, but then I was like, I want to put a flak jacket on. I really can't think of what it's going to be that's just going to be the douchey move of this game.
I was wrong, because in that video that we posted on Hollywood Angel's channel when we were talking about, when we were having that informal chat, I said that submachine guns with steady aim are just going to dominate this game. And while I think that submachine guns with steady aim are very, very powerful, like, naturally, I think that what I didn't realize at the time is that they really, really, balance them out, because at range, a submachine gun cannot go toe-to-toe with a FAMAS, because it's like flicking pebbles. You lose so much damage at range. Like, somebody will literally take, 6 hit markers from a submachine gun if they're midway across the map, and you can't... they just drop you just like that with the FAMAS.
They did a nice job of putting them right in between shotguns and assault rifles, where they belong. Up close, it's hard to beat a submachine gun, unless you happen to have a shotty, just like it should be. They're all balanced. And, as you guys know on this call, it's about navigating the map so that you get the encounters you're supposed to, the engagements you're supposed to.
I think that the AUG and the FAMAS do a really good job of going toe-to-toe with the submachine guns, because the AUG in particular has a really high rate of fire. And so if you have steady aim on that thing, you can, if you turn around a corner, you run against a guy who's got an MPL or a Spectre. It's almost a coin flip who's going to win that gunfight.
Really? Because I feel like if I have a 74U and I work a strafe, I'm supposed to win every time. Like that's...
You and me can go toe-to-toe with an AUG after this live stream.
Let's try that. That'd be good.
I'm loving the Commando and the FAL right now. Those are my 2 favorites.
The FAL?
Yeah.
That's like the throwaway gun, really?
It's like a 2-shot kill.
It's a 2-shot kill, all range, with very minimal even outside recoil.
Wait, what? It's a 2-shot kill?
Yeah.
It kills so much faster than an M16.
Really? I think I knew that about the M14, that gun's a 2-shot kill, but I didn't know that about the FAL too.
And the iron sight is so good. I took the red, I put a red dot on it, and I was like, I like the iron sights better than this. I'm really digging it. And the Commando, if you put on Hardened Pro, that's pretty nice.
Here's the difference between the M14 versus the FAL. FAL has light machine gun hip fire though, but it has way less recoil aimed down sight. It basically has the recoil of like an M14 with a grip. But the M14 has submachine gun hip fire. I mean, literally, it'll put the bullet in a little quarter-size hole every time.
Interesting. Wow, I didn't even think to use this single fire. After you guys said this, I want to try that out, actually.
Yeah, in my hands, they're not.
You need harden. You need harden for the single fires though, because you can't have that flinch, because that one flinch will throw that one bullet off. And one bullet with a semi-auto is a lot more than a fully auto.
Wait, what does Harden have anything to do with it?
Harden Pro.
Less flinching.
If you get shot, you still stay on target.
Yeah, Harden Pro. When you get you don't. When you get shot, your character has no effect on it. Like now, you get shot, your character goes, and it throws your aim up a little bit.
Wait, what? That's Harden Pro?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that thing is epic. No, I didn't even know that.
It's
probably the best stopping power game, in my opinion.
Like in my, if you can stay on target while you're getting shot, that could be the new stopping power. Even if you have a slight disadvantage for getting the first bullet on, you might still win that gunfight.
Man, that is epic. Because I know in the beta, you guys noticed that they switched some things around from the beta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I didn't play it.
The pro variations, like Ghost Pro in the beta was, you don't show up on enemies cameras or motion sensors. And from what I understand now, isn't that Hacker Pro? Does Hacker Pro do that?
Motion sensors. Just motion sensors.
Motion sensors. Okay, yeah. So there is a counter to the motion sensor. But now Ghost Pro is like cold-blooded Pro, so the air support won't kill you and things like that.
Yeah. I'm going to start running Hacker Pro until maybe when they patch the sound, I'll start running Ninja Pro. But my subs are all fussing at me for running Second Chance Pro. They hate it. They say it's, a noob stand and all that. They can't stand it. But as I look at the other third perks, I couldn't find anything that had any value.
Hacker Pro, man, that's all I run.
That's the next one I'll be running. And when you can see enemy claymores, it does two things for you. Like, one, you don't get claymored, which is kind of nice. But two, it's often like a little UAV. If some guy has a claymore at the top of the stairs, there's probably a guy there.
Yeah.
You can, find some other entrance and take him out while he's staring at a window.
And it's got range. You see equipment like
Dude,
you'll be on the maps and you'll look out there and you'll see like a SAM turret off to the left and two claymores in this building, and you'll see a spike cam over to the right, and you'll be like, so that's where all the bad guys are.
Grid? The map Grid?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how when you're walking towards the beach from the B flag, from that little tunnel on the right side, so you're walking towards the beach, which I think is the A flag, like as soon as you step out that door, you can see, I saw a fucking SAM turret that was way the fuck out on the beach. I mean, it was seriously like 100 feet out, and it showed up on my radar as in bright red, or it showed up on my map.
Yeah, so my subs are telling me that's the one I should try. I'm going to switch my Second Chance to that and see how it goes.
Yeah, I think Marathon's really good too. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of unlimited sprint in Call of Duty, but just, it's there, so... but I think I think all the perks are like so fucking balanced, except I do think that the tactical mask, it's like really, Treyarch, we didn't learn our lesson with gas mask. Nobody uses that. Like, no one's gonna use tactical mask.
I've used it.
Yep.
I mean,
somebody used me the other day and killed me because it was kind of annoying. I threw because I really like the Nova gas. It's that's probably my favorite special grenade now. And
what Tactical Mask Pro does, right, Hutch?
Does it give you night vision goggles?
No.
Because I heard that was a rumor. What does it do?
Yeah, I wanted that.
It basically makes you immune to stuns and flashes, and when you stun and flash somebody or Nova gas them, it makes them show up on the radar as long as they're flashed.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, that changes things. Sorry, Treyarch, I apologize.
My bad. Right again.
I mean,
I don't even mind Second Chance in this game. The only reason why I minded it in World of War is because I was a sniper, and when you like get some like really awesome shot on someone, and they just go down in Second Chance, and then they fucking pick you off with a pistol, and some asshole revives them. It's like the biggest slap in the face ever. But now that like sniping's just totally fucked, I don't even care. Use Second Chance all you want.
I put up a vid a few hours ago. I noticed I got about 3 kills on people with Second Chance, and you hardly notice it. If you got the guy lined up, his pistol doesn't even come out. He just has a different falling animation, and he's gone.
Is it just me, or did they take out that moment of invincibility?
They did.
I've killed people while they were falling down.
Absolutely, it is. It is what it's supposed to be now.
That's what fixes it.
Yep. Yeah.
And another thing, like the way they fall down, it looks like they just stepped on a banana peel. So they're really awkward for that first few fractions of a second. They're just like, whoa, what's going on here? And you're just.
I dig the animation.
As newbie as everybody says it is, I think if you get a kill with your pistol from Second Chance, you've actually done something there. It's kind of hard to get on target and win a gunfight with a pistol.
I think reviving is a mistake, though. Treyarch is like obsessed with reviving. They did it in COD 3, they did it in COD World of War, and they did it in this game. And it's like, dudes, I mean, if I want to revive people, I'll go play as a medic class in Battlefield, or I'm not really sure why they're insisting on doing that when I don't know. Maybe everybody else loves it, and I just fucking hate it. But
no, we all
like it.
Really, you like it?
Yeah, I know you do. Me and Wings were playing on Havana. I was literally on the absolute opposite end of the map, and the little revive button pops up, and Wings calls out, "Hey, come and revive me." I was able to carefully weave my way, like through the enemy territory, take out a couple guys along the way, from one side of the map to the other, and I got all the way over there. And I run through the door, and he goes, "Holy shit, you made it!" And I ended up reviving him. He was down for he was down for a good 45 seconds. I'm like, man, that is overkill. Like 15 seconds max.
Yeah, I bet that
Dude,
bit's
that's
pretty
pretty
bad
long.
too. Because I killed the guy who killed me with the pistol, and then he came back through the door, and I killed him again.
I've had that. You know what I've had that's super cool? I jump in a lobby, and when I've been playing by myself a little more in this game than other Call of Duties, mostly because I've just been playing more, period. I don't always have a team. And sometimes I like to play solo because when I have lots of strong players, I can get YouTube games. Anyway, if subs recognize me, they will revive the dickens out of me, man. They'll be across the map. It's their number one priority to get me back on my feet, and I love it. It's so helpful.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. My subs are hooking me up with revives.
So let's talk about the first perk. What are you guys running on your first perk? Oh, Ghost, right? I'm just assuming you guys are running Ghost.
Never.
Scavenger and Flakjack.
Hardline, bro.
Yeah, I've been running
Hardline,
a lot of hardline. Oh yeah, man. So everything that comes from one of those crate helicopters can be re-rolled.
Yeah,
if you
so
run
I
a
just watched
hardline-
your video right before I yeah.
Oh, really?
I just,
Yeah. So, at 4 kills, you get 3 tries at something good. And, you get, 2 4-kill streaks in a game, and all of a sudden you've got 6 tries at your dogs, chopper gunners, attack helicopters, etc. And, so I've been running that. But I'm kind of done with it, too. Partly because I like domination a lot. It might be my favorite game type. And, when you have to run all the way back to some safe place and drop your crates, and the spawns are so, flexible that, even if you're way back at your own alpha flag and you've got AB, that doesn't mean they won't start spawning on your crates. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to switch away from it and try something else.
I've got more crates stolen from me in this game than I ever did in Modern Warfare 2, and it's only been like 2 days. I'm getting I've gotten like 5 crates stolen from me, and then I never really had crates stolen from me in Modern Warfare 2.
So I'll have teammates that they either don't have mics or they just don't want to listen or who knows what. But with Hardline Pro, I can upgrade that ammo. So I'll sit there and upgrade the ammo, and they're stealing it before I can get that done. It's like,
They're dumb. I've seen that before. I started streaming the guy. It just makes me mad. I'm like, why would you do that? He's like, I wanted the ammo. I'm like, dude, you just spawned. How much ammo do you need? It's like
You obviously died, bitch.
Kill streaks? No. Let me re-roll that thing. I dropped a SAM turret, a care package yesterday on Nuketown and got back-to-back gunships, and the other team immediately quit.
That's why you need to capture.
People,
That's why you can't depend on theater, man.
dude, the gunships are totally easy to take down. Like anybody that complains about gunships is retarded, if you ask me. Like it takes two Stinger missiles, just boom, they're dead. Like
Having said that, Hutch, I've been in games where the other guy gets a gunship, and your life is a millisecond. I mean, they are just firing bullets pre-spawn, and sometimes you get 4 deaths in a row before it flips.
If you have Ghost Pro though, I mean, then you're not going to show up as a red triangle or as a red square.
But
so
it's not that. Like you say, you're in.
Yeah, you get. I see what you're saying. You do get spawn killed, but I don't think the gunship's overpowered at all. I think it's awesome. I run
really
I run the UAV Blackbird and gunship.
I'm not unhappy with any of the kill streaks. I think dogs might be a little high. Like I bet my kill death ratio on dogs is like 12. And it might be infinity. I'm not sure a dog has ever killed me, but I know that I mowed a bunch of them down. Are they 1 bullet kills?
No, 2.
Is it 2?
I think it takes 2.
They're dropping fast for me, and of course they're barking the whole way. So it's the only sound whoring that really works in this game. I hear dogs, and they're just a piece of cake.
Maybe we could strap dogs onto the people.
My dogs kick ass. I don't know about you, Woody. You might be immune to them, but the newbies ain't.
Yeah, I'm not saying my dogs don't get kills, but maybe as I face more dogs, I'll change my mind. But so far, they're all little bitches. Get it, dogs, bitches.
I called in dogs in a free for all yesterday, and I don't know what the rest of the people in that game were doing. I guess they were trying to pet the dogs because they got like 16 or 17 kills.
Nice.
He's like, oh, a puppy.
Yeah. I don't know. They thought they were at the petting zoo. It was over
What about
fast.
second perk? What are you guys running there?
Oh,
There's a lot to choose from right there.
Yeah, there's a lot there. I go back between sleight of hand, hard, and steady aim.
On my Ghost class, either between steady aim and warlord. On my M16 class, between hard and sleight of hand. I mean,
Did you say your guns class?
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. Yeah, I mostly run sleight of hand. It's my sort of default over there. But Hardened Pro seems really interesting, and I have a Russian class too with an MP5 that I use steady aim on.
Yeah, steady aim with the SMGs is really, really good. Like with the MPL, like it's a good thing. I'm glad that they didn't give extended mags to the MPL, because that gun, that is like shooting fucking laser beams. It's like sharks with laser beams attached to their head, just like mowing people down. And if you had extended mags, man, because like all the other guns, they do kind of bounce a little bit, like the Spectre, the Uzi, even the 74U, like they do have a little bit of kick to them, but the MPL stays pretty solid on the target.
In terms of attachments, extended mags or
always
taped mag?
Extended mags.
Tape mag.
Help me. Tape. So Wings, what is it really called? It's not
Dual mags.
Dual mags. Yeah, you like that
reason
better?
I picked that over the extended mags, main reason is you get double the ammo and you don't need scavenger with it.
Oh, you get double the ammo?
Yeah, you get 2 clips of ammo per every single clip you naturally come with.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. See, like, this is why I'm glad I came on the podcast. I might actually use dual mags from now on, man, because I'm running out of ammo so quick in this game.
And it reloads super fast. It's like clock, clock, even without sliding in pro.
I think the first reload, like every other reload sequence.
Yeah, every other reload.
Yeah.
Every second reload's a normal one.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea that it gave you double the amount of ammo. That's huge.
Yeah, it's like, that's why I use it on my Ghost class usually is like a Warlord with dual mag and a silencer. Reason being, because I can wear Ghost and have 180 rounds.
So I've got a question with Black Ops, and I know Wings, you're an ex-optic guy. What happens to
wait? What Wings?
Did I say Wings?
Yeah.
If it makes any difference, I was looking at your Skype picture.
Optic Wings.
Yeah, Wings. I know that you used to be part of Optic. Hutch, you were part of Optic. What happens to that whole culture? Do they, like, if they stay on COD 4 forever, their sort of home turf, then I think eventually it fades away, right?
No, they're not gonna go to COD 4. They're gonna keep on trucking. And like I'm seeing a bunch of videos, and Hex is a buddy of mine. I really like the dude, and
I like him too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not bagging on anybody when I say this right now, but I think that like Moody has it right and Beans has it right, where it's like, okay, this is what we get. Let's just do the best with it. And now I've seen other dudes coming out with I saw a video where Predator was talking about, wait, you can quickscope with the variable scope, and you can't. Like,
I saw you tweet that wasn't true.
Yeah, go ahead and try it, but like, okay, it's one thing to do it against one guy in a private match on Nuketown. Yeah, do that in a full game of 6v6. And let me know how that works out for you. Like,
that's what we were saying the other day about no scoping and the G shot. Woody's like, I'm gonna make something called the W shot, and you gotta make it help you with your crosshairs and then shoot. And I'm gonna do it 30 times until it works, and I'm gonna make a video about it.
Dude, I saw that G shot video, and when I saw it, I didn't have a channel or anything, and I was like, there it is, incontrovertible video proof that the G shot works, flawlessly. The guy was getting kills across the map just by sliding back and forth. If people don't know what the G-shot is, he said that if you like strafe sideways and then back, at the moment that the crosshairs rest to their natural position, because you know how they kind of expand when you move, at the moment they get back to their tight position, fire. And when you do that, it's about as accurate as aiming down the sights. And then he does it before and afterwards with his in a video, and you're like, damn. There it is. There's proof. Yeah. It totally works. And but then I was joking, right? Because now that I've edited a bunch of videos, I could totally make a W shot. I could be like, jump, look up, look down, make a W with your crosshairs, and then shoot, and you will never miss. It's a glitch in the game, and I'll just edit it up, and it would be on. So I don't really believe in the G shot.
Unfortunately, I think it's videos like that, and I don't think anyone was wrong for making a video like that. But I think it was videos like that which caused Treyarch to. I think Treyarch, I honestly think that they saw a lot of optic montages. In fact, Vaughn even tweeted, like, some smarmy comeback to a kid saying, I don't care if it's some optic lead sword guy wanting to make a montage. We don't want it in our game. So, like, I can guarantee that those dudes saw these montages in Modern Warfare 2 of, like, people like iReaps, and they were like, yeah, we have to fix this. But there was nothing to fix.
They tried nerfing it in World at War. They just didn't do it enough.
If you watch iReaps'
of course
videos,
they nerfed it enough. I totally disagree with that.
In World at War, they hard. Yeah, because that's what they did in World War. That's why they made all the extra idle sway to the rifles, and they made the scope time slower.
If you watch optic videos and montages, you'll think it's overpowered. But then if you try it, you'll realize it's actually pretty hard.
Yeah, then if you check some of their kill deaths also. It's like the guys like Optic,
I wasn't going to call them out.
they have their competitive MLG team, and those guys are fucking legit. In fact, they did really well in Dallas.
4th, right?
Yeah, they took 4th overall. They beat Envious in the first round. Like those guys are like, you know, it's there's no argument that their competitive team is legit. The guys that make montages, and I'm not like, they're all good players, but when they're going, there's a difference between going like playing for a gameplay and playing for a montage clip. And when you're playing for a montage clip, you've put yourself into the category of like a Harlem Globetrotter as opposed to like an NBA All-Star. Yeah. It's like you are a showman, and if you want to do well and succeed in a game like Call of Duty, don't run around and do what these guys do all the time. Because guys like Muzza and Predator and all that generally don't do that well in public matches because they're just rushing spawn over and over and over again.
They're capable of doing well, right?
Yeah, they're totally capable of doing well. We've all seen it, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, when they're going for 360s off the roof, that's actually a low percentage shot. You know, they put themselves in these 1 in 50 opportunities, and then when they hit it, they've got footage. That's how it goes.
And that's like, you know, I always say that.
Well, hold on. Like I said before, they're going to keep trucking. Because, like, I've already seen, like, a bunch of videos of people getting, like, 3-kill streaks, 4-kill streaks. Like, you're not going to see the same kind of streaks as you did in Modern Warfare 2. There's just no fucking way. Unless you're small beans, because that guy's just on a different planet. But,
so they're just going to do the same thing, but instead of getting a footage, you know, 1 in every 25, 50 tries, it's going to be 1 in 100, but they'll still do it. That's your prediction.
Well, I think 2 things are going to happen. The first thing is going to be that no-scoping is going to come back in a big, big way. And I actually support no-scoping in this game because when a guy's rushing you mid-range, right, let's say, you know, you're left triggering around a corner and you let off for a second to kind of take in your surroundings, and you see a guy pop into your line of sight, you know, mid-map. It's like you have 2 choices at that point. You can try and scope in and take him out. You know, let's just assume for the sake of this example, you're really exposed. So you can either scope in and try and take him out, and you're forced to deal with the randomized spread for the first second anyways. Or you can just look at him, center him in your reticle, and at least try for the no scope before running away. Like at that point, it's like it's clearly better to try and no scope because it's just as random as quick scoping, and it takes like a second and a half less, you know?
When you first scope in, the sight is obviously moving around a lot. It didn't zoom in at the area that you expected it to zoom in.
Right.
But are you sure that the bullet doesn't go where the crosshair is?
Yep.
Totally sure.
100% positive. Go on a private match and try it.
I'm sure he's put plenty of time into this.
Yeah, you can, and with every attachment too, with the variable scope, with the infrared, with the ACOG, or with the regular scope, or with the suppressor, it doesn't matter. The bullet's going to go random for the first maybe 0.75 seconds.
Yeah, I knew that the sniping was going to be super nerfed just by watching videos, you know, early videos and stuff. But I was like, you know what, I got to try this. So I unlocked the L96 or whatever, and I put the ACOG on it. I got 1 kill with it. I was like, yep, it's bad. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I can't imagine playing a game with that thing and, like, only that thing and just, like, that being my class.
Yeah,
that would be...
That brings up another thing, too, because I was totally wrong about the LMGs and the shotguns, too. Like, the shotguns actually have a purpose in this game, and I think some people have already voiced their opinion that they're totally outclassed, but I actually think that the shotguns have total value in this game, more than they've had in, like, almost any game besides Call of Duty 2. And the light machine guns are fucking beast in this game. They have, like, low recoil. The stoner, the last light machine gun that you get is, like, the ACR. Like, there's, like, I don't know, that thing is just like a magical weapon. The snipers are the only class that are just total shit in this game. Like, truly, truly terrible. You can still get, like, a 2-to-1 KD and do okay, but you are so limited in what you can do. Like, you basically can't move. Like, once you set up your claymore, you can't move.
And if
here's my opinion on the montage thing. When I first got into watching YouTube videos and I seen montages, like I think one of the first montages I seen was like one of Grizz's, and I'm like, dude, this guy must be beast as shit. because I didn't understand at that time that all they do is try for these clips all day. I figured this stuff came natural to them in game. Like they got put in this situation, and this is how they did. They flourished. They shined through. And when you take away that aspect of the montage, if you're just continually going for something until you hit it, it's no longer a skill-based thing as, well, it's eventually going to happen. You play the lottery enough, you're going to eventually win it. You know, the odds and chances. And that's just my opinion on montages in general.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that they're not entertaining in their own way. And also, you should make a distinction real quick. Grizz actually is a beast, and Grizz plays the objective like a motherfucker. And, that guy will be the first guy chucking an 8 on the ground, killing himself to pull out a Stinger class to take down the air support. And Grizz will, he'll go for, 1 or 2 or 3 clips in every game that he plays. If he has an opportunity, he'll go for it. But his main focus when he plays, domination or whatever, is the objective. So I learned that firsthand. I was like, God damn, this guy is the biggest tryhard I've ever played with, and I love it.
I think Balance is the best montage ever made. I'll lay it out there.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I think it's better than the Matrix ones. I think Grizz's new one was good too. I think Balance was better. There's that one that you put on your channel with the competitive gamer. But and while I recognize how much skill it takes to get together clips against the best players in the world, watching 2 pieces against guys with reduced health just isn't as entertaining to me as Balance was. So I think it was the best.
2 pieces? What are you talking about?
You got 2 pieces. Balance.
In the Mazarini's clips, he was getting 4 and 5 pieces against pro players. He got a triple with an M40 on Crossfire. He didn't put anything less than a 3-piece in that.
I really enjoyed that montage, and not just because of the clips. I love some of the, I don't even know what to call it, the special edits he did, where there's one part on Crash where he hops over the wall and does, a barrel roll. And
yeah.
That was awesome.
The editing was awesome. The editing is maybe a new high in montage making, right? And he had characters, doing things, climbing areas.
Oh, and what about that one clip where, the Marine takes out the 3 terrorists, hand-to-hand combat or what?
Yeah, and he chucks a teddy bear at the last one.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was really neat, but yeah.
Balance was entertaining, but there's no way it was the best montage ever. And, the reason why I say that is because the editor did it in 1 or 2 nights, and you could tell it was so rushed. The transitions were really sloppy, and it ended that montage ended so abruptly. It was and then it was done. There was no finesse to it whatsoever. You could tell the editor was I gotta get this shit done. And
I'll go. My favorite montage, and I go. Not many people will agree with me on this, but it's HQ Fighters montage. It's the Swiftage.
Yes.
I love it.
The guy's getting insane kill feeds while this techno remix of Taylor Swift is playing in the background.
That's why it's so awesome. And after you listen to it, you're
there's a lot of bog footage, right? There's a lot of bog footage.
Yeah, he was raping with the MP5 and the M16.
Yeah, I like that one too. But I think Balance might be my favorite ever. And and then second to that is probably anything iReaps does. Goodness. Yeah. He is just amazing.
See, I even thought that Jazz's montage was just 10 times better than Balance, because Jazz was those clips, my jaw was hitting the floor when I watched Jazz's. You guys know what I'm talking about? The Blueprint montage?
I mean the guy who did hardcore headquarters the entire time and abused spawns? Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
yeah, I saw that. Yep. Now I know.
That's what hardcore headquarters is, though. What do you?
I got no problem with that.
Oh gosh, I do. I remember I used to play headquarters on COD 4, and we would win a lot of games, and we'd go 7 and 35.
It's just not impressive getting good clips with sniper rifles when you can shoot them in the foot.
Dude, the guy got a 4 for 1. He got 4 kills with 1 bullet, and then followed it up with 2 collaterals. I've never seen anything like that in a montage before. It was nuts.
The big map with grass, pipeline in COD 4. Man, people would they'd rock a sniper on that in headquarters and have no interest in the objectives whatsoever. They're just killing people who are trying to win, and I hated that kind of gameplay.
Well, Beans, Jazz plays with Beans and them, and Beans and all those guys play to win. So.
Oh, I was talking about my experience, not against them. Yeah. But to see guys just sit there with sniper rifles in the background, we would win 200-0 and go 7 and 35. and they'd be thrilled to death with their loss. It's like, you guys are that sucks.
Yeah, do you guys think that the Treyarch is gonna repatch the patch to the snipers?
Yeah.
I thought that they were going to, and then the more I read their responses in the forums and their responses on the tweets, it is abundantly clear to me that they are like, we are sticking to our guns on this. There is
honestly, if they do anything to him, I think what might happen is like, Moody Sweet or Small Beans is gonna put up some awesome, cool, crazy montage in about a month. We're like, look, you can quick scope, and they're gonna be like, oh, really? You can? Try to do it tomorrow. Now it takes 3 seconds to scope up.
Or they'll use that as or they'll say, see, you can quick scope, so quit complaining. It's not that bad. Sniping's between so bad.
the Activision companies and, say, Bungie, is that the Activision guys seem to have this idea that they know what's right. The game that they want to put out is perfection. Whereas the Bungie guys, have this, it feels like they have this, well, tell me what's right. Here's my first draft. We'll be patching it and we'll make some improvements. Do you like this playlist? Do you not? Which, little gifts for people all over the place. Bungie has, they're much more receptive to community feedback than Treyarch in general.
I mean, maybe.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to step out just for a minute. I got to go take care of something real quick. Give me a few minutes.
All right. See if you can be faster than S&Ds.
Oh my god. Post-launch, I think that's true though. But pre-launch, I think that they really listened to what we wanted. I think decisions to make to remove those invincibility frames on the second chance, that's something that we've been asking for forever. And things like giving us, putting flak check in there, because everybody was complaining about explosives, not having explosives reloaded by scavenger.
That's actually true. I should give them credit for. I could add to your list, right? Noob tubes being the most expensive attachment and being nerfed in the way that they are, and not being.
Well, and also you look at it, you can't. One of the things I always complained about in Modern Warfare 2 was how newbie it was to be able to just throw on bling and be like, yo, I want my red dot and my grenade launcher, and you can't do that anymore. You've got to pick either one or the other. You can't stick a red dot and a grenade launcher on there.
Yeah, and Bill, I wanted that setup. Not that setup, actually. But with the M16, it's pretty good at distance. But
I wanted the red dot and the flamethrower.
I wanted the flamethrower or the underbarrel shotgun. Because it's like, if I
the
could have an
M16 sucks.
Really? I only played with it a little bit. It was really inconsistent for me.
It's better than Modern Warfare 2's, though.
No, it's not.
I'm getting one-shot kills with it, and I'm also getting 3- and 4-shot kills with it. If it were consistent too, then you could go toe-to-toe with a lot of people with a decent strafe. Get 2 shots out of it because you live a long time in this game. But because sometimes it's taking 4 kills or 4 shots off that master key, I have a hard time succeeding with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a clip the other day. I used it for one game. I'll say this, and I went on a 3-kill streak with it, and it was 2-shotting every time. And then all of a sudden, I met a guy who wasn't just right in my face, just almost in knife range, and I shot him 5 times, and he mowed me down. 5 times, maybe it was 4 times. It was 4 or 5 times. It was ridiculous, though. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. It's insane.
And I know not every little pellet it was on target, but
yeah,
you just don't expect to get 4 hit markers and to drop the guy. That's a lot for a shotgun.
Yeah, I don't know how much damage these pellets are making. I'm looking forward to when that information's on the internet, when we can see how much damage each pellet is doing. Say from. Oh, good. Oh, I gotta check that out then.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I want to see what the single shot rifles are doing as well. If they're doing 50 or 45 damage, or what kind of hitboxes they've got and stuff like that.
I picked that stakeout up earlier, and that shit's beast. Close range, you can't beat it. You can't.
Oh yeah. I picked that up the other day. One shot.
Stakeout shotgun, the pump action.
Oh, I haven't touched it.
I picked it up. Somebody was using it, and I picked it up, and I went on a 4-kill streak with it. I mean, the only time I died was when I was reloading it, because it only has 4 shells.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from, but I just want to caution, 4 kills isn't enough. When I first grabbed the master key, I got 2 one-shot kills with it, and I'm like, sweet, this thing is awesome. Yeah, it's the new spaz.
I wasn't shooting them right around. I mean, they were old shotgun distance. On Modern Warfare 2. So it's almost like I want to say it's the spaz range, but like it's doable. It's playable.
Yeah, it seems like it's more like the pump action from COD 4 almost.
I'm going to lower my sensitivity before my next play session, because I think the auto-aim is dramatically lightened up since previous CODs. It might be the lightest auto-aim I've ever seen. Not aim assist, I think I'm trying to say. It was so much stronger in every other COD. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going the other way. I think it's ridiculous how much auto-aim this game has. Like,
really?
I'll pick up on people, and it'll drag my shit away from me. Like, I'll be aiming through rocks, and auto-aim's picking up on them.
Now, that did happen to me. It picked up through a rock and pulled my sight. Yeah. So I was like, the guy took cover, and then the auto-aim pulled it to the right and kept going a little bit. So I was like, well, he left. I knew he was flanking me because the auto-aim pulled it away. So I turned around and went around
through a building. But, Hutch, what do you think? Auto-aim's lighter in this game?
No, it's lighter? What do you mean?
As in not as effective?
Not as prevalent?
Yeah.
No, I think if anything, it's increased just by what you guys are talking about.
I think
it's increased. It's definitely double what it was on Modern Warfare 2.
Now the steady aim,
not
I
double.
gotta test it.
It's not double.
I've got some decent footage of what the auto aim looks like on Modern Warfare 2. I'm gonna get something similar in Black Ops and compare it.
All right,
it's not as strong.
There's no way that it's double. I don't. That's insane. You would literally.
I'm not giving reason and logic behind it. I'm just from experience.
Yeah.
Check out when it's from the hip, the auto aim from the hip, because that seems to be decreased. That seems like there's not as much of that.
I agree with you there, actually, and I was just thinking that yesterday.
I haven't been using sights very much, and sometimes sights increase auto aim. I wonder, if that could be the difference in our opinions.
I don't know.
I think every time sights increase auto aim, because when you aim down sights, it lowers your sensitivity. That's pretty much all aim down sights does. It magnifies your vision and it lowers your sensitivity.
But I'm comparing iron sights to like red dots.
Oh, really? That has an effect on the aim assist?
Yeah, the holo does for sure. Yeah, on Modern Warfare 2.
Really? The holographic sight on any particular gun or on every gun?
I think every gun. Yeah, it increases the aim assist, and I'm not sure. Like I've wanted to test out the reflex versus red dot on Black Ops to see if they did something similar. I'm not sure.
The reflex sight is god awful. Like it's so like
reflex is so good. Like
really?
Commando,
it comes up faster.
reflex sight comes up faster, like on the ADS, and on some weapons it has less recoil, such as the Commando. The Commando is awful with the fucking red dot, but with the reflex, that thing's like an M4.
I like it with the red dot.
Have you found that the silencer decreases recoil? Let me take a step back from that. I have heard everybody say that the silencer reduces recoil on all the Call of Duties, and I think they're wrong.
It doesn't. Look at the MP5 with the silencer on COD 4 and tell me that doesn't jump more than the red dot. Like that's
Hutch. I'm with you. I'm just saying that.
No, I'm not arguing with you.
I've repeated that, and then in Black Ops, so I read, it tells you what the silencer does, and it says it reduces recoil. And then I dropped it on my M16, and it felt like it did reduce recoil. Like more of my bullets were hitting targets than it did with the naked sights, with the iron sights. So I'm going to play around with that and see if it really makes a difference.
Try it with the Galil. Like I think it makes the Galil jump around a lot more.
Really? Because the Galil with the silencer is my go-to setup. Like that's my. If I need to get myself out of a just bad streak or something, that's the gun I rock.
Everybody loves that gun, and I'm like, maybe it's just me, but I can't do anything with it. I hate it with the suppressor.
Oh my god!
The only way I can use it is if I use Warlord and actually run the suppressor and the red dot, and then it's pretty manageable then.
So what do you like, Hutch? What's your favorite assault rifle?
Hands down, the FAMAS and the AUG. And the AK, I tend to favor the FAMAS more than anything else, but I think the FAMAS is like perfect. It has like moderate recoil, moderate damage.
The AUG kicks up and to the right, which I find difficult to control, like that.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it. If it was straight down or straight to the side or something, I might have better luck with it. But that diagonal up to the right kick, I don't want any part of it. It's not good in my hands.
It all depends on what kind of a player you are, and for me, burst firing with the assault rifles, like, is everything in this game. Like, because in Modern Warfare 2, you could kind of spray a little bit. You didn't have to worry about burst firing because the guns didn't have a lot of recoil. But I'm loving the fact that at this game, at range, you have to, like, go brr, brr, even if it's, like, a fully auto gun. And when you do that with the AUG, you can drop people from a really far distance pretty quick because it has high power. And then up close, like I said before, it has a really high rate of fire. So you can, like, turn around a corner and go toe-to-toe with a submachine gun. Maybe, I mean, you're probably right. Like, a 74U is probably more favorable in that position. But, I mean, certainly, like, hipfire from an AUG is going to drop people faster than hipfire with a Galil.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah, I'll agree. The Galil's not great for hip firing. I haven't figured that out quite yet. But maybe, I think Modern Warfare 2 turned me into a bit of a sprayer. Maybe if I get my burst fire on point, then I'll like the AUG too. Give it
try it out, man. Like, to just consciously tell yourself, like, even if they're mid-range, like, burst firing, letting that recoil reset, even for just like a millisecond, makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I'll play around with it. Sometimes what I do is I treat them like semi-autos and rapid fire, and that controls the recoil a whole lot as well.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the submachine guns? Like, when I played the beta, I was like, oh man, the MPL and the Spectre are just going to dominate. But I have to say that the 74U is just, whew, that gun is a menace.
With steady aim? If you're in the same room with a 74U steady aim guy, it's hard to win. It's really hard to win. The only trouble is I'm not a genius at getting that engagement, you know, and I find myself unarmed in the middle, getting shot by some guy on a balcony. And, yeah.
Yeah, but the 74U, like, again, like all the other submachine guns, even though you can put a grip on it, at distance, it's like flicking pebbles at people. Yeah. And that's why I don't think it's overpowered.
So far I'm digging the Spectre and the AK-74U. I got a 4-man spray with the Spectre earlier. I was pretty happy about that. It's the MP5K I like to begin with, but now it feels like it's outclassed by the Spectre and I think it's outclassed by the PM63 as well. I just don't like the MP5K.
Have you guys played combat training much? And I want to get away from the game talk a little bit before too long, but have you played combat training on Veteran?
I haven't even touched it.
Oh my gosh. It is hard to do. I was with a stacked party. It was like me, Socrates, Onslaught, Moment, maybe Impulse. Do you know these guys? I think T-Mart might have been there.
Yeah.
These guys are all very good game battles players, and we got beat by the bots on Veteran. You think quickscoping is bad in this game? Not if you're a bot. Those guys
really?
Oh my god, the bots never miss. They never ever miss. And I think the difference between like the different levels, like recruit versus veteran, is how quickly they get on target. And the veterans will quickscope your ass off, man.
The difference is when they pull the trigger. I put it on like the easiest level just to dick around and see what it was like. And I got killed once so I watched the kill cam. He puts his MP5K right on my chest and tracks me for like 1.5 seconds as I run, and he tracks me perfectly, like only a bot could do, and then he shoots.
Yep, that's actually what I was getting at. But when you go on Veteran, they're quickscoping you with sniper rifles, man. We were on Nuketown getting pwned by bot snipers, just zapping us every time they saw. It was, they're pretty tough to beat. Now, they're still stupid sometimes. I mean, the routes that they run and stuff like that is bad. But their aim is better than, any human. They're just perfect.
They modeled them after me.
Oh, boy.
That's like what it's like to face me all the time.
No. My favorite part about Wings is his humility.
Yeah, right? I don't know.
What do you guys think of, I don't know, you want to get off game talk, but there's one thing that I want to talk about real quick is what do you guys think about, actually two things. What do you guys think about the fact that you can't hear somebody defuse the bomb in Search and Destroy anymore? And what do you guys think about the fact that the secondaries are like, oh my god, they're so terrible. Like, the pistols, it takes four bullets to drop someone with a pistol now.
I think that not being able to hear the bomb is a bad thing. I think that was I think Search and Destroy is supposed to be like a tactically played game, and there's a lot. That's kind of where like the try-hard players with headsets go. Like, I mean, I remember in COD 4, like, you'd constantly hear everybody on the other team discussing which headset they were using. You didn't really have any random people in there who weren't wearing a headset. And as far as the secondaries, like, it's made me start using RPGs more. Like,
really?
And like demolition, I run the RPG. It's a much better weapon than a Python.
I'll tell you why I run the Python, because just like in COD 4, because your secondary is kind of weak, I often swap it out for another primary. And when I run, I forget which, it's not the RPG, there's another like launcher type thing.
The Law.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Just switching, like picking up a weapon off the ground is like a 4.5 second operation. You have to like switch over to that other weapon. The guy pulls it out. He like cranks the action, and then the animation completely finishes. Then you've got to pick up the secondary weapon, and he gets that thing up. He like reloads it and does all this nonsense with it. And then typically I want to switch back to my primary. It's tomorrow by the time I've finished it. So the launchers are of no use to me because I can't pick up secondaries.
Woody, you got to get used to the YY. The YY cancels the animation for reloads. Like when you like, it looks really stupid when you see a lot of people doing it all the time. It almost looks like a cliche at this point, if that makes any sense. But the YY will cancel out that reload animation so much quicker. Like I think every good Call of Duty player should learn how to do that.
See, I cancel all my reload animations with the sprint, but I don't really have the knack for it for switching weapons as quickly as some other guys do, like picking them up off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that would help. But yeah, I've got the sprint reload cancel down, 95+% of the time. That's how I always do it. But yeah, maybe YY would help on picking stuff up.
So yeah, I'm the complete opposite here in this spectrum. I prefer to have the pistol, and I prefer to keep it because generally if I'm going to my secondary, it's because I'm in a gunfight where I'm out of ammo in my primary. And I like the fast switch. And I've been having a lot of success with the extended mag Makarov. It's like a 3-bullet kill.
In general, if I'm going to my secondary, and sometimes that happens too, but a lot of times when I switch to my secondary, it's because my primaries run totally dry. That gunfight's over. It has 3 bullets left in the whole thing. I want a new primary. That's what I'm picking them up for.
Dude, yeah. the last pistol fully auto is fucking garbage. Like,
You said it was good. I equipped it.
No, I thought it was good.
Man,
I thought it was good.
You owe me COD points.
You owe me COD points. There's people who are like, what's the best one? And you're like, I don't know, either the Python or the last one with the fully auto attachment. And I just prestige, so I was like, I guess I'll check it out. And I had 75,000 COD points, and I just threw them away on a prestige. And now I'm, scraping to get by, and I spent it on your pistol.
The only reason why it can be good is if you have steady aim and just hip firing it. But here's the bad part about it. You can get a hit marker with an L96 and pull that thing out, and it still takes 2 bullets to kill someone. That pistol is so weak. I don't know if it's the weakest one, but if it's not, then I don't even want to touch the other ones.
Probably the weakest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Makarov is a 3-bullet kill, and then with the extended mags, you have 14 of them. It's just like a regular COD 4 pistol.
I might have to try that out then, because I like the Python. Like I love the Magnum in Modern Warfare 2, but the Python in this game just feels like it still takes 3 bullets to kill someone. It's like the whole point of the Python or the Magnum is that it took 2 bullets, and that's why it was awesome.
The Python takes 2 bullets up close.
Yeah, it takes 2 up close if you hit him in the chest. But
anywhere.
It's got too much. It's got too much of a small recoil. I mean, ammo capacity. I can't deal with 6. I need 14.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. In a game where people have more health, you need more than 6 bullets. And Woody, I think you're wrong. If you shoot him in the foot twice with the Python, I don't think it's going to drop him.
Yeah,
I'm right. I'm sitting here looking at the damage stats on the web.
All right, private match.
I'm going to pop my game in right now, and I'm going to test.
I'm inviting you now, Woody.
Let's do it in the live stream.
Yeah.
What do I get if I'm right?
I will get S&Ds to do unspeakable things to you.
I can do that on my own. What do I get?
I don't know. Name your term.
How about kill streak setups before we get off this? Because that's where I've been debating at.
UAV Blackbird gunship.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, but see,
or it doesn't have to be gunship. You can swap it out for chopper gun or dogs, whatever you like. But
or napalm strike.
Here's my argument with it. Running the dogs and the gunships, which I can get, it's not like it's a big problem for me to get them, but it just seems like it's such a letdown when you die on like a 9-kill streak. I mean,
yeah, it's totally a letdown, but it's still fucking awesome when you get it. I fucking love the gunship.
Do you have a Python, Kyle?
Oh yeah, all my classes have Python.
Oh, cool.
Like, I'm trying to find that happy medium where I can be a team player, but also I get some kind of kickback from my kill streaks.
357's good. The UAV, Napalm, and Attack Chopper. The Attack Chopper in this game does fucking work.
Yeah, it'll get you 4 or 5 kills a lot of the time.
For now, I think it's going to be a lot like the Harrier, where when it first came out, it seemed insanely, easy, and then over time, people realize they go down.
I know. The attack helicopter in this game, it takes 2 stingers.
Yeah,
that's true.
They drop a flare.
What are they called? Storella 3s or something?
Yeah.
I've heard people complain about how high of a level unlock that thing is, but I'm like, no, just use the. You can unlock the SAM turret as a 4 kill streak. So, like, why not?
The very first launcher you get locks on. So just chuck a nade at your feet and kill yourself after you do the first one.
Yeah, I shot down 3 helicopters today. And all right, let me shoot you in the right in the toe.
That's how I usually get hard and pro every prestige. I use the law launcher. I shoot to kill the flares, and I unload the light machine gun into it till it kills me.
Invite me into that match. I want to see this with my own eyes.
It's too late. We can do that, but it's already proven. I'm right.
Really? It's 2 to the foot? Let me see this. I want to see it.
From point blank range, yeah.
It's in the stream, actually. Go. Oh, my stream is.
Hang on, I'm inviting.
Crazy.
Why don't you just invite me?
I'm inviting you. Hang on a second.
Why aren't you inviting me to the game?
I'm not sure this is good radio, but all right.
It's going to take 2 seconds. You just watch. Nuketown, free for all.
All right, let me do it from a little bit farther away. All right, I'm going to hit you right in the ankle.
Let's see the preset class.
No. Oh, yeah, it's definitely 3 from a distance. It's 50, I'll tell you, it might be 50-20 or something crazy like that.
All right, is your health back up?
It's 50-30. Yeah, my health is up. Where are you?
All right, let's see what it's like from... Let's see what it's like from, like, here, because this is like maximum pistol range, I would say.
Try the Makarov.
That was it. 2 shots.
All right, yeah, let me try the Makarov.
The Makarov is going to be 3.
Where are you guys at? Wait, hold on. Let me see this. So is this close range?
I would say so.
I shot your fucking foot. How is that not it? There we go. Holy shit. You're right.
All right.
Wow.
So now S&D's does unspeakable things to me. Haha. Get on my level.
So now what's mid-range? Is this mid-range right here?
I don't know. You can shoot me if you like. No, that was 3. So yeah, I guess so. Wait, what gun was that?
That was the Python. Hold on. Wait, real quick. Kyle, let me see this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
So,
okay.
For the people who are listening to the podcast, the Python is a 2-hit kill if you're up close, and it's a. Let me see. Worst case scenario, it's a 4-hit kill. So it switches from 50 to 30.
Did you guys see my Machinima logo on the sniper? Here, kill me and pick this up.
Pretty nice.
Kill me and pick this up. Where are you? You're right here.
All right. This podcast is going to hell. I'm killing you both.
All right, you gotta look at my Machinima logo.
I agree. Like, I think the people in the podcast would love to hear about Hutch's Machinima logo on his sniper.
Are you serious?
I'm holding the thing right now. It's beast. All right. I'm not.
There is someone driving in their car right now saying this show sucks.
Here's the thing with me. I've asked people to make me a logo for a shout out, like in game, and they're making me like these logos for like intros and shit. I'm like, I don't want this.
Hutch, is this you by the bus?
Yeah. So if you kill me, pick up that sniper and look at the emblem on the side.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. I don't see it, Woody.
My stream just isn't working, man. It's been stuck in the same spot for ages.
That's sweet right there. I'm seeing it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, then you guys can see.
This is the first time I've actually attempted to quickscope, and it is indeed freaking impossible.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, look at the randomized spread.
Well, no, I'm scoping in, and like the crosshairs will be right on you, but it's just not hitting.
Yeah, because it randomizes it.
Yeah,
but shoot. Darn it, I'm an idiot. I can't get out of the window.
I don't know. Somebody just joined. I forgot to open your offline.
FAL. Kyle, do you have a sniper?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I just owned you. Ah, noob stand.
Get on my level.
Oh, get owned.
I wanted to try out the sniper rifle and test this randomized.
How does that ass taste, Kyle?
God, get away from me with that flamethrower, you ass.
Where is it? Here's a sniper
Did you have
rifle.
a flamethrower on the fucking sniper? What were you using?
No, I've got it on the FAL.
See, like, you can drag scope, but, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
not that
It's
great.
just not that craziness that we had in Modern Warfare 2 or COD or any game for that matter.
God,
wait
I
a
want to
minute.
play Black Ops right now after doing this.
Hey, does anybody know? All right, I've heard that if you take the heads off all the dummies in like a fast enough period of time, you get something. What do you get? Somebody said you can actually call in a noob. What's the deal? Anybody figured that out yet?
I don't know. Let's worry about this later because I'm already
Yeah.
bored with this.
all right, we're good. Woody, are you satisfied with the randomized spread?
Did y'all test the Makarov?
Yeah, I like the macro. It's a 3-shot kill.
The 1911 is the same damage as well, so it's whatever
So
you want.
I just fired a couple clips of a sniper rifle into a wall, and what I was testing was, like, everyone knows, right? We all agree that when you first pull the scope up, it doesn't go center screen like it used to. But I swear that spread unrandomizes really fast. Unrandomizes? De-randomizes, maybe?
De-randomified.
Because, I'm looking at where it was when I pulled the trigger, and
Yeah,
2/3 of the times it hit where the center of the scope was.
Yeah, once it goes up to the spot, you know how it, like when you scope in, you see how it zooms up? Once it hits to that zoom up spot, it'll shoot straight. But that's still like a good half second, 0.75 seconds. Like, there we go. That's straight. But if I shoot any time before that,
Oh, there's no way you were aiming above that.
yeah,
wall.
see, like, you see
yeah.
where this bullet just went right there? Like, I was not aiming anywhere near that. That's like 5 feet off the target.
All right. So, just for the benefit of the people listening in their cars, the sniper rifle. So, if you don't know, in the Call of Duty series, historically, every bullet goes exactly at the tip of your sights. Perfect. And it goes completely straight. Even a pistol, you could go to some of the biggest maps like Creek in COD 4 and aim at a tree all the way across map with a pistol, and then when you run over there, you'll see your bullet hole. That thing goes straight and true, perfectly where the sight is. This is the first time ever that a bullet didn't go right where the crosshair was. So, and it doesn't last very long. Like, it's almost hard to get it to do it, I think. But Hutch seems to think differently. But anyway, it doesn't go where your crosshair is at first, it appears.
Like I said, until the reticle resets, it's not going to go straight.
All right, Hutch. Should California have legalized weed?
Yes, the whole country should.
Now, so you've watched a bunch of I've watched a bunch of your videos where you talk about addiction.
Yeah.
And I thought you might come down against like more widespread marijuana use.
No, I think it's I can't do it. Like I'm anytime I do anything that's pleasurable, I do it until it's not pleasurable anymore, and then it really sucks, and then I do it some more, and then I stop. That's usually how it works for me. That's because like my brain chemistry is so like when you have an
Addictive
it's not even addictive personality is kind of a cop out. It's like you're an addict. Like that's the word for it. I think of people that use addictive personality are the ones that don't want to say I'm an addict. To be honest,
See, I use that term though, but I apply it to all sorts of different things. Like I would say that the immersion that I get in video games, or the immersion I've had in woodworking, or in off-roading, or some of the other things that have captured my interest in life, I take it to a compelling way that's beyond what most guys do, and I attribute it to some sort of addictive personality. I get so consumed by my interest that it's not normal.
I think in that context, an obsessive personality might be more of an appropriate term to use.
I love when Woody
can see
talks
that.
about describes his woodworking, because I imagine him as Noah instantly. Like building an art, like some ancient times man, like carving a boat from like a solid oak log.
I did that too, man. There's a whole like subculture in woodworking where it's called Neanderthal, and I bet I have I bet I have, I don't want to exaggerate. We'll say 35 hand planes. I made about a half a dozen of them myself, and I used to shun sandpaper or anything that was metal in furniture. Like, it all had to be made from wood and carved pieces and pegs and things like that. And I would make stuff that would look at home in the 1700s or something. But in addition to my other stuff,
and Woody's Land of Giant Chickens.
So why did you ask that question? What do you think?
I don't have an answer. See, I don't really have much or any weed experience, and I don't know. I do know guys in high school that did it tended to lack ambition, and it sure seemed related. That something about doing that to the excess made you value it over everything else in your life that was more productive.
Right. Just look at people that play Call of Duty that name yourself after it.
I think that people who are less productive and lazy just really like getting stoned. They're already not doing anything, so hey, let's get stoned. Well,
the causality argument is actually there's no way to prove either way. It's like what came first, the chicken?
I'll say this: I like weed, and I'm pretty motivated most of the time.
Yeah, I think that pot. The only reason it became illegal in the first place was because of a propaganda campaign against the Mexicans when the Mexican-American War was happening. It was people, or I don't know if it was during the Mexican-American War. I'm not sure of the time period, but there was some kind of propaganda campaign against Mexican immigrants, and they accused the immigrants of bringing the devil's weed over into the United States and corrupting the youth and things like that. And it's the same reason why we call hamburger or hot dogs instead of bratwurst. It's because in World War I, when World War I we were going to war with the Germans, we didn't want to call them bratwurst anymore because that was too German sounding. It's like freedom fries and freedom toast, which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. But I mean, the Nixon campaign actually commissioned a team of scientists to study marijuana. And what the Nixon campaign had hoped was that these scientists would come back and say, yeah, it's dangerous, things like that. And the campaign ended up coming back, this team of scientists ended up coming back and saying, just like anything else, in moderation, it's fine. Like cigarettes, smoking pot, almost everything in moderation is fine. And then the Nixon administration ended up just ignoring their studies altogether, and they put it as a Class A drug, and it's retarded. And I have no plans on ever smoking weed again in my life. I get super paranoid and anxious. It doesn't relax me anymore. It's not fun. But I think that if you're an adult, you should have the right to choose for yourself. And I'm just wary of anybody telling me what's immoral. But if a government's telling you this is immoral, I'm going to tune out at this point.
Yeah, I've got no issue whatsoever with marijuana. I don't see what the big deal is. I think you could sell marijuana in 5-joint packs for $20 or whatever, and
it would cost more than $20.
20, $25, whatever you wanted to charge for it. I just think it would do quite well.
Yeah,
make a lot of money.
I'm torn on it. On one hand, it's almost I wouldn't want to infringe on anyone's freedoms. I'm kind of cool with that. But on the other hand, I don't want my daughter doing it. So there's a balance there.
Do you want your daughter ever drinking?
No. She'd make a good nun.
Ever in her life?
Okay, all right. So let's see. In my family, we don't really drink very much. I know I drank from one of the podcasts, but like I said in the podcast, I'm freaking lightweight pro.
When he's she can have a glass of champagne at her wedding, and that is it.
Yeah. I'm totally cool with, kind of that social drinking, but not to the excess. We don't really do that.
My family was the same way.
Yeah, the way that your mom drinks is probably the way you're supposed to be drinking. The Thanksgiving champagne, the New Year's, the whatever, but not the teenage drinking. I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't think people I've never met a kid who was in high school that was responsible enough to drink, myself included, and I know there's probably people listening to the podcast that are 15, they're like, what are you talking about, man? I drink all the time. But when I was in high school, I put myself in the most retarded, horrible, dangerous situations constantly when I was drinking. And if I could go back and not do it, I would. We would literally pack 6 deep into a Ford Festiva You guys know those cars?
Yeah.
They're like sardine cans with wheels on them. And every single weekend, we would get shit-faced, and whoever was driving was probably questionable. And we would hit this speed bump going 60 miles an hour. Sparks would fly on the ground, and we'd literally go like 7 feet in the air and then land on the other side. One time we lost control and ended up on a guy's lawn as he was looking at us while he was doing the dishes. Just like dumbfounded that these pack of retards managed to like get their car airborne. And then you
gotta think, like I was thinking the other day, like I'm 24 now, and I was thinking like when I was 16 to 19 years old, that was probably the most insane period of my life. And I was thinking about some of the things that I did. One time we drove down the road, my cousin was driving the truck, I was hanging out the side window, like I'm sitting in it like it's a fucking action movie, hanging out. We're going about 40 or 50. In my hands is a semi-automatic 12-gauge shotgun, and I'm taking mailboxes out as we go down the road. I'm thinking about that now, and I'm like, what was I doing? But at the time, it seemed like perfectly reasonable. Sounded like a great idea.
Yeah, we should clarify, like, we are not glorifying this whatsoever.
No, not at all. Like, do not hang out the side of a car with a 12-gauge shooting mailboxes. It's not only illegal, but incredibly dumb. I could have easily fallen out.
You see, I was the other spectrum. I was brought to respect people's property, and busting their mailbox would kind of vindicate not doing that. It's like, what if somebody busted my mailbox? I wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, you're like a hardline Republican, though. You're all about property rights, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm actually an independent, but I understand that I enjoy the things I've worked for and the things that I buy, and I don't want somebody else to come in and like kick my TV over, but I want the right to kick my TV over if I want to. Does that make sense?
You sound like more of a libertarian than anything else.
I mean, like, I'm not going to go and key somebody's car because I know what it feels like to work for a car. I know what it feels like to pay $500 payments. That shit sucks. You think I want some little 15-year-old rat ass, key in my truck? Hell no. You meet the business end of a 1911 that way. You're gonna be dancing like, pow, get the fuck off my lawn.
I'm spectating these bots that you guys are playing against right now, and two of them literally just walked up to each other and crouched at the same time and looked at each other and then walked away. It was like two ants, like that say hi to each other before they go and like take somebody's like Snickers bar piece or something like that.
It's like pheromone trails.
When they get you in their sights, it's pretty impossible to deal with them. But every now and then they just do something really dumb, and they're easy to kill.
Has anybody got Scout Pro yet?
Yeah, I've gotten it. Yeah.
Oh, he just turned on me.
What does it do? I know it switches weapons faster, but I also heard it takes idle sway away.
No, I don't think it takes idle sway away. I could be wrong, but I don't think it does.
So you've actually got all the stuff for Scout Pro? Damn, that's beast.
I got it in the beta, but I don't know if they changed it since then.
The pro version of the perks are so much harder to earn now. In Modern Warfare 2, you just kind of naturally got it. Like, you run Scavenger for a while, and what did you have to do? Pick up 150 Scavenger packs? That's it?
100.
Is it 100?
Yeah, it's 150 now.
You run Scavenger, it'll just happen. Nowadays, like, to get Ninja Pro, you need to what? Like, kill a bunch of guys up close, you need to plant a bunch of bombs, you need to do something else, and a partridge and a pear tree, and like, it doesn't just happen naturally. You have to look at the requirements and make a conscious effort. Second Chance Pro, you need 10 kills from Second Chance. One of them has to be a headshot, which in my case meant needed more than 10 kills. And then there's a third thing too, right? Wings, you probably know what it is.
Oh, you gotta get 10, you gotta get 5 revenge kills.
Okay. And you need a headshot from Last Stand with your pistol.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, getting a kill period from Last Stand is a pretty serious thing to do. Like, it doesn't happen. I guess if you played hardcore, that's what I would do.
Yeah. So a lot of guys hate Noob Stand, but it's been nerfed in Black Ops, so you can die as you drop, and that makes a big difference. Also, you have a pistol, whereas in Modern Warfare, you drop with the freaking, ACR in your hand.
Kimball Graphics.
Yeah, now you've got a pistol, and things are a lot different. But, so it's not as overpowered as it once was, and getting headshots with a pistol for your final kill and stuff like that, it takes a while to earn it.
These bots are so fucking cheap, it's not even funny.
I spawned a second ago, and I got immediately shot. I watched the kill cam, and the guy was just like running around like la 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 la. And the instant I spawned, he quick scopes me.
Oh, I got a double spray on him. What,
is that
bitch?
you I'm spectating?
Must be. I got the MP5. Oh, I'm not even going to pick that fight. Yeah, these bots are pretty out of control.
Yeah. Have you been quickscoped yet?
Yes.
Yeah. We might not be able to quickscope, but the bots are pro at it.
You gotta get your game up, son. All that skill you thought you had, that was a joke.
I guess so.
What do you guys think about the Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Oh,
what is that?
Totally against Don't Ask, Don't Tell. To me, the way that gays are treated now is the racism of our day. And, it's our obligation to, sort of advance past that. And it's going to happen. The people who are the real advocates of this will die off. And then, the more reasonable people will come through. But, Don't Ask, Don't Tell. I don't hold it against Clinton because it was the best he could do. He didn't get any support from his own party on this. They were all pro-gay rights. And then as soon as he's got his butt on the line trying to pass something unpopular, all his constituents disappeared, so he passed it halfway. So I don't really hold Clinton against it. It was a move forward, not as forward as I wanted it to be. Now it's time to finish it off and knock it off with the gay hate.
Yeah, what's funny is that a lot of people in the I've talked about gay rights in one of, as weird as it sounds, in like a video that I did with Call of Duty. I talked about it real brief.
Let me interrupt you. Hutch is like, gay rights are important. You need to, treat these guys, and I have no trouble with them. And let me tell you, anal sex is fabulous. That's how your commentary went.
Yeah. Yeah. I meant it too. I didn't mean with a guy, but I'm saying anal sex, and because I'm not one of those guys, God, what was I going to say? I had a lot of people from the black community wrote me, and they were like, I don't appreciate you comparing gay rights to the civil rights movement. They're nothing alike.
We're not gay.
I was like, well, what do you mean? I don't understand how it's any different. They're like, well, they're not killing these people. I was like, yes, they are. Like, you've never heard of somebody, a homosexual being stripped?
Yeah, remember that kid that they tied him to a fence and beat him or something?
And then they hooked him to the back of the truck and drove him until his head came off?
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds very much like what a KKK guy might have done at one point.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a lynching.
And then in Prop, I think it was Prop 8. Yeah,
they're just not openly doing it as they did to the black community. Black community used to get the fire hose. You don't see us going to gay clubs with a fire hose.
Gay guys do have it a little easier in that they can turn it off, right? Like when you go shopping, back when there was a time when being black was a lot harder than it is now, I think, and they could just not be gay while they go shopping. Well, shopping's maybe not the perfect example, but,
that sounds a little precious, Woody.
They was trying
all the gay guys want to go shopping, huh?
But I guess what I'm saying is you can decide who knows. You can decide who knows if you're gay, and that's not true if you're black. But, by and large, I think there are some comparisons to be made, and there's some strides to be made. So.
All I know is Impulse just beat the hell out of us. He went 13-3.
The bot version of him.
Yeah.
Hey, one last topic maybe, because the podcast's an hour and a half at this point. Mercadurk has been talking about what his last words on his deathbed would be. So, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big one to throw on us without something to prepare.
Yeah. So I'll go first and give you guys an opportunity to think. I really want a funny version, but my real version would be I'd want to say something comforting to the people that love me. Like, don't worry, I'm fine. Maybe I'd lie to them. Like, I can see I'm on my way to heaven. and
it's really warm. really warm.
What's yours going to be, Wings?
Mine's going to be thank you for the best part of my life.
Oh, that's kind of cynical.
I mean...
You mean like dying?
No. It could be wholeheartedly.
I think he's talking about
anybody that comes to my grave will be a part of my life.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can get behind that. I'm kind of with Woody on this one. I'd like whatever I have to say to be something funny, because I think people take life just way too seriously in general, myself included.
Well,
and,
death is fairly serious.
It is, yeah. I mean, I liked, there's this book called The Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, and this guy Sogyal Rinpoche described dying as just like changing your clothes, and I really like that. So, if you, like, Buddhists believe that if you think of, you should generally be thinking about death and impermanence. I'm not a Buddhist, by the way. That you should generally be thinking about death and impermanence pretty much every single moment of your life. It should be on your mind, and that way, when you're confronted with that, when that day arrives, it's not going to be something that you're afraid of. It's going to be something that you've been in the process of embracing your entire life.
Mm-hmm. They want to wrap up the podcast and pwn some bots for a game or two?
I want to pwn some noobs, some real bots. But that doesn't make any sense. So,
pwning noobs is a lot more satisfying, especially when they go, "Man, you level 40 already. Game came out yesterday.
Go get some sunlight, man. Come on." Like the other day,
suckers.
That first night, I was like a level 30 or something, and some guy's like, he goes, "Fucking nerd, you probably had the game for 2 weeks." I was like, "I've had it for 2 hours. What do you want? Like, you're just bad."
Yeah, Kyle, man, you were supposed to get it a month early. Do you remember that?
Oh my God!
I don't even. Money didn't go through, huh?
That's ridiculous. I didn't even feel like J-tagging it because I wasn't gonna be able to play with that new update. I couldn't play it online anyway, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll wait."
By the way, I would have massive 6-3 with sniper.
I want to ask: is there legitimate 10th prestige lobbies? Because I've heard rumors, but I don't think I believe them.
They can do it offline, but as soon as they try to sign on to Xbox Live, it's over.
So they've actually they've accomplished it offline.
I believe so.
Stick.
They definitely have. Because I've seen. I don't know. I'm assuming you guys have seen the video too.
With you blow the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the video, but I don't believe everything I see when it comes to YouTube videos. I can hook up a video and before too long, I'll shoot myself in the foot and go 16th prestige.
Well, I'll say, and Hutch, I'll say this. I was looking at your file share the other day, and I saw the guy doing the care package glitch. What's going to be done about that? Is there any way to turn that into, like, Treyarch?
You report the player, and then I just have it in my file. I don't even fucking know.
Yeah,
they didn't give us it. They didn't give us
boosters.
They didn't give us any instructions. They just said, just report them. And I was like,
report them, but there's no evidence for it.
With the theater lobby, you get to actually show proof. I'm like, all right, so do I just... So you guys are going to contact me or email or what's going on? But
I'll say this, that guy got it worse than if he had been reported to Treyarch.
Yeah, I kind of regretted that afterwards. I'm like, no matter what, I probably shouldn't be using like the 30,000 people that follow me on Twitter to harass some dude, even if he's acting like a total fucking cock in a demolition game.
Shoot, if somebody gets me that bad, I usually just record it and send it over to Saspin.
Oh, yeah. We know Saspin's, he's actually my partner in Huppet Gaming, and he's also an Xbox Live moderator. Kind of like the Pro, but there are different versions of Xbox Live moderator. Like, the Pro can ban an account. The lowest version, which is what he is, can ban you for 24 hours. So it's kind of funny. Like, you can't record it and put it on YouTube, but he live streams a lot. So he'll be in a lobby and some guy will be like, "Saspin, you suck. You can, do this to my rear and I've done this to your mom." And he's like, "Are you sure you want to say all that? Because I'm a mod. I can kick you off Xbox Live." And, unbelieving, they continue to curse him out, and then he vanishes from the lobby and everyone breaks out in hysterics. Like, that's how it goes down.
Oh man, I gotta get that guy on my friends list. You gotta introduce me.
I'm trying to get a mod privilege of my own. I would love to do that. If you know how often we get cursed out every night. I mean, that's like part of Xbox. I think I'd ban 10 people a week. I bet.
How do you get that privilege?
He doesn't think that he'll be able to extend it to me because they don't know me. He knows somebody who hands out the privileges, like in real life, and that's how he got it. And I'm like, "Oh, can you hook me up?" He's like, "Well, I can ask on your behalf, but it doesn't look very good for you because, being like a responsible person who will use the power properly is a big deal, and they don't know me."
How about this? Tell them to give it to me, and I'll give you video proof every time I do it.
I can see that.
Yeah, but see, I just want the power to abuse it anyway. I just want to, like, start fights with people.
No, I just want to deal with assholes right away. Like a guy hits me with a modded controller. Hope you had a good time today. Bye.
Yeah, or if somebody uses Last Stand, done.
And, like, when I go into live streams, I really like to get mod privileges, because just by being, on YouTube, people start cursing you out. They talk about your wife, your kids, or whatever, and I just ban them. Ban, they're gone. And the same thing happens when I play Xbox. Guys will recognize me, and often, most of the time, they recognize me, and it's a real positive response. Sometimes they recognize me, and all of a sudden, they're after me verbally. And
sometimes it'll be like, "Hey, FPS Kyle, hey, what's going on, man? Fuck you." It's like,
yeah, exactly.
All right. I see where you're going with this.
I rarely get shit talkers on X. I'm really surprised. It's like it happens quite a bit when people run into me, and
dude, you get it.
every once in a while.
I've heard stories about it. They talk because you share a lot of your personal life on the channel, and guys will talk about your ex-girlfriend and stuff like that.
I remember I remember like when the trailer park map pack came from Modern Warfare 2. I was playing with you, and that guy went after you. And
the guy started like playing back the recording of me talking about what happened with Julia.
I was like, that guy's a loser.
What that guy doesn't understand is that I'm still friends with that girl. I'm going up to see her like this weekend, along with like my family and friends and stuff like that, and that like none of that could ever possibly hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You say that, but like I've been called fat 1.5 million times, and it doesn't affect me every single time. Every now and then, it strikes a nerve.
Yeah,
it's like I think I've said this on the podcast before. I'll say it super quick. I used to watch Howard Stern. People would talk about how their millions of fans would get on the nerves, and I thought that I had the world's thickest skin. It'd never be a problem. Try it. Try waking up one morning and have like 1,000 or 3,000 people say something about your lip ring, and all of a sudden, when you never thought you had any sensitivities, it's like, wow, that's a lot of feedback.
You get jaded, man. For a while there, I was like super cranky. Lately, I've been in some really good headspace, and none of it bothers me. But you totally get super cranky.
Dude, the sniper ain't that fucking bad. I don't know what people are freaking out about.
Oh man, it's bad. It's totally outclassed.
I think it's time to wrap up the podcast. Any closing words?
Thanks for having me on, dudes. You guys, I think you guys are doing awesome. The fact that you guys have been disciplined enough to do like weekly podcasts for 30 weeks is pretty, god damn, that's pretty remarkable. You guys started in January or February, is that right?
Yeah. I guess so. I think we all really enjoy it, and I mean, it's the three of us will get into Skype calls occasionally anyway. We enjoy, we all kind of have pretty different opinions. Wings is pretty extreme, and Woody's pretty conservative, and I kind of swing back and forth depending on the topic, so works out pretty well.
Yeah, it was right around when the Reach beta came out, the podcast started. I think $2 was our first guest.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh no, Pink Ranger was. $2 was the next one. Yeah.
When you get her back on, whenever we do the drinking podcast, I gotta get her liquored up.
I know. Dude, she doesn't drink. But Kyle's like, oh yeah, drunk Asian chick. That's perfect for a drinking podcast.
Dude, Pink Ranger is gorgeous. Have you seen her little like?
I know. I was talking to her the other day. I was like, I'm not trying to be an ass or anything, but have you ever considered being a model? She's like, nah, I'm too short. I was like, we'll put some heels on you. You're looking nice.
All right. On that note, Painkiller already, episode 30. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Peace.